Desecrated tombs, anti-Semitic sermons, racist protest signs. Hatred of Israel and the Jewish people is on the rise around the world. The State Department reports it's even on the rise here in the U.S. Now Israel's parliament is trying a new way to fight this disturbing trend. Here's Chris Mitchell.
Anti-Semitism can be easy to find. This Gaza sermon called Jews the filthiest of all creatures. This Jewish cemetery desecrated in Europe, or anti-Semitic signs that showed up at Occupy Wall Street. Now a new Knesset caucus is joining together to fight back.
We want to help create interparliamentary cooperation to advance our goals, basically to empower Israel's friends around the world to fight anti-Semitism everywhere it exists.
Danny Danone is leading this effort and wants to enlist the support of Christians.
My message is we need you with us fighting the same enemies. Maybe now they're going after the Jews, but God forbid something will happen to the Jews in Israel. The next one in line will be the Christians in Europe or the Christians in the US. That is why we're calling for all Christians who love Israel, who support Israel, to join us and to take action.
Danone says today's enemy masks itself as anti-Israel sentiment. The same feeling Helen Thomas typified with their comments in May 2010 that Jews should leave Israel.
So where should they go? What should they do?
They go home.
Where's the home?
Poland.
So the Jews,
Germany.
You think Jews go back to Poland and Germany?
And America and everywhere else.
Many Israelis are concerned that the so-called Arab Spring will increase anti-Semitism.
Unfortunately, it looks like the governments that are coming to the surface after all the revolutions in the different nations around Israel aren't more congenial towards Israel. This is a very, very big concern. We're hoping and praying that the so-called Arab Spring doesn't become the radical Muslim winter.
Representative Alan Clemens of South Carolina recently introduced a resolution supporting Israel in his state legislature. He says the battle against anti-Semitism is a battle of truth.
The best way that we can fight against lies is with the truth. If people have the truth about the Jewish people, about the homeland of Israel being a God-ordained gift to Israel, a covenant with Israel, we can combat fiction with truth, and truth can overcome anti-Semitism.
Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Jerusalem.
Pat, are you surprised by this growing anti-Semitism around the world?
You know, I'm not, and the reason why is people perhaps don't like to hear about the fact that there is Satan, the adversary, there is a devil, there is a spiritual force. God is a spirit, and he's a good spirit, and he has on his side angels, but there are also demonic spirits, and there is an enemy, and his name is Satan. The Bible talks about him. Well, Satan hates the Jews. Why? Because they're a symbol of God on earth, his promises and his Messiah, because Jesus Christ came out of the Jewish people. He came from Israel because they were the promised people. And if they can be destroyed by Satan, then Satan thinks that the entire plan of salvation that God has for mankind will be somehow damaged and maybe destroyed. That's the game. We're talking about cosmic forces at work. And it's a shame for the Jewish people to be caught in the crosshairs, but we need to stand with the Jewish people and to lift up them in this courageous battle against, hatred, bigotry, and ignorance. Wendy?